Hey guys, Sam7 here, and welcome to, I believe this is round 6 of HRL Season 4, Road Atlantis. This was a fan favorite from last season. I don't know if anybody here remembers it, but a lot of drivers enjoyed this track last season, so we thought we'd bring it back here for the next season. And we have our keys to the race. The first one is to hit the rumbles properly. Rumbles are pretty tricky on this track, and if you hit them wrong, you're going to screw yourself, so you want to make sure you hit them the right way. And then stay clean through the chicanes. There's 2 chicanes on the track, and those chicanes are very important for how much time you gain on people, so you want to make sure that you're clean through those chicanes. And then the final one is don't get over aggressive. This is a very easy track to get tricked into being way too aggressive, being way too hard in your moves, and you end up screwing yourself and those around you harder than you expect. So you want to be aggressive on this track, but you want to do it at the right spots. You want to do it at the right times. You don't want to just, dive every single corner if you feel like you're faster than someone. That's not what you want to do on this track. So you have the points standings go through the screen in case you guys are not up to date with those. So there you go. Or you wanted to see where you are in the points in case you're a racer. So always like putting that up for you guys. And then here we go, start order. This is actually the second heat that we're starting with, so sorry about that, but this is the second heat, so I'm just pointing that out right now. Camby and Rebel in the front row. Then we have King and Fireball in the middle row, and then in the back row we have Luke and Hunter. Should be a pretty fast, exciting heat here. Waiting for the lights to go green, and there they are. Green flag. Oh, King does not go, and that's going to slow up Luke a ton, and that's going to help out Hunter quite a bit as well. Hunter's already up to 4th. He's going for 3rd. It looks like he's going to overtake 3rd. And we have Fireball going for the lead. Hunter trying to... oh, man, the puns. He's trying to hunt them down. And as soon as it came in my head, I had to say it. I'm sorry. But we have 2 different 2-wide battles right now. The battle for the lead's pretty hot. Oh, Fireball goes down. I don't really think that was his fault or Camby's fault. It kind of looked like lag cheese, like lag bubble stuff. From my perspective, or from the theater perspective, it could have looked different from the players' screens, but that's how it looked from theater at least. So there's that. And it is a bit consoling if you get wrecked by lag bubble instead of someone actually taking you out. Oh, Hunter taking the lead. Wow, aggressively. He takes the lead on Camby. Camby falls back to 3rd, and I think that was Fireball possibly, or sorry, I think that was actually Rebel fighting for that position right there. Trying to take the lead from Hunter, getting really aggressive, but kind of what I was talking about with the key to the race. You see a very, very aggressive move right there, and he wasn't able to make the pass, and now he loses a lot of ground, and that happens a lot on this track. You'll get really aggressive, and then you end up losing more ground than you gain by getting over aggressive. So I think that's a big part of these GPs is you have to choose which corners you want to kind of tail the person in front of you in, and you have to choose which corners you want to actually try to make a move in. So that's probably the most important aspect of GP racing on Halo 5 is picking and choosing how you run certain corners when trying to get around people, because some are better than others for trying to make passes. Wow, that was a crazy drift out of Camby. He should have spun out right there. The fact that he held on to that is impressive. I know he watches these videos. I hope he sees that, because that was pretty dope. So he's still in 3rd. He's still in that semi-transfer spot at the moment. I think Luke is in 4th and Fireball's in 5th, although it is hard to tell at the moment. Actually, I believe... no, I'm actually wrong. It looks like Fireball's in 4th, and he's caught up to Camby already, making some gains. There goes Luke, though, on the inside, and it looks like he's going to take that position from Fireball. So now Fireball is back in 5th, and Luke's in 4th, and that's the whole MLR team right there, trying to make some moves on each other, getting into that semi spot. Oh, Fireball getting a little over aggressive, and it goes off the track. That was a spectacular crash. He's really lucky he didn't get stuck, considering where he wrecked. But that was a really cool crash coming out of Fireball right there. And we still have Hunter and Rebel battling for the lead. Looks like we've settled into two wide battles right now. We have the battle for the lead between Hunter and Rebel, and then we have the battle for the semi-transfer spot between Camby and Luke. And these should both be pretty close battles, because in both of these battles it looks like the person behind is quicker, but at the same time it is very difficult to make passes on this track. So It's going to be interesting to see if either of those drivers are able to make the run. Rebel actually has a run on Hunter, but then Hunter gets the run off the rumble, and it looks like Rebel not going to be able to make the move that time by. And it looks like after the Talladega corner, those battles have stretched out just a little bit, although I'm sure they will tighten back up a little bit here coming into the second chicane. And it appears that it does quite a bit. Camby and Luke right on each other's bumpers. Luke going all over the place on those rumble strips. Camby being a little bit more smooth, but Luke is all over the track. And here we go, 2 laps to go in this race at Road Atlantis. This heat race. This is looking like a moto race with how competitive it is, but no, this is just a heat race. And yep, both the battles, 2 wide, very tight yet again. Rebel trying to undercut that chicane. Can he make the move? I don't think he was able to, but he definitely did have a run on Hunter right there. He was right on him. Unfortunately not able to make the move though, and now they spread out quite a bit going into the second chicane. Whoa, Luke almost going into the wall but saves it. And I find it weird how identical the gaps are from second to first and from fourth to third. It is kind of odd how similar these gaps are and how similar they're closing too. This is insane. It's almost like Luke and Rebel are like hooked up with how they're gaining on the person in front of them. But here we go, white flag, final lap. It looks like Luke and Camby are going to go side by side into the chicane. Who's going to take it? Luke on the outside, Camby on the inside. And it looks like even though Luke had a run, Camby is able to hold off yet again. A nice fight back from Camby. As we're going to go into the second chicane here, it looks like Hunter is still holding off Rebel, and we still have this battle. Now Luke's going to undercut the chicane, and he's got to run yet again on Camby, side by side. Oh, Camby gets a little loose, and that's probably going to be it. Camby losing the semi-transfer spot to Luke on the final lap, and Hunter takes the win. Rebel second. Looks like Luke's going to come in third, Camby's going to come in fourth, Fireball's going to come in fifth, and we have the results coming up on screen as well. So it's a pretty solid heat race right there. That was a really exciting heat race, actually. All those battles lasted all the way to the last lap, and Road Atlantis is pretty good for that. It's known for having some pretty good racing. So here we go with heat 1. Should be an interesting heat. I believe we have Slaunch in this heat. We got Cat in this heat. We have Flame in this heat. We have Detail. A lot of drivers coming up in this heat. Do we have Vulcan as well? I believe we do have Vulcan, and we also have Blades as well, which is crazy. Sector also in the pack. Really exciting to have Blades back. Excited to see what he can do. And here we go, green flag. Really tight. We have a 3 wide into the first couple corners. It's going to be really tight. Oh no, is that Flame? I think that's Flame and Cat go down in the hairpin. Very unfortunate for those drivers, and Sector going down in the chicane. The other drivers are able to keep it clean around them. That could have been catastrophic for some of those other drivers, but they were able to keep it clean. And is that Blades? Whoa! That was a freaking crazy crossover right there. Oh no! Was that Flame possibly? Well, he's off the track. I believe that was Flame going off the track. That was an impressive crossover moves coming out right there. No, this is actually Blades. So we got Blades and Vulcan right there, battling for the semi-transfer spot. And we have Slaunch and Detail battling for the lead. Whoa, really tight battle here between Blades and Vulcan. Blades going to try to make a move on the inside. Is he going to be able to do it? He's all the way in the sand. He's all the way in the sand. There's not much room for Blades there. And he's going to fall back quite a bit and try to make this move in a different corner. Detail and Slaunch still battling hard for the lead as well. A little two-wheel action. Definitely see a lot of two-wheel action on the rumbles in this track. As we hit the stripe, it looks like Slaunch has the lead and Detail tails him in second. Oh no! Detail goes into the hairpin. Good thing he recovers decently well. He's right here in semi. Whoa! Blades getting into that chicane blocker, and now he's gonna have to work his way by Detail. So right now, Vulcan is in second. Detail's in in third, and Blades is in fourth. So Blades is fighting for the semi-transfer spot with Detail, and they're both fighting with Vulcan. It looks like both of them are faster than Vulcan, although Vulcan does have a little bit of speed on this track, and he is able to hold off quite well, so should be a fun battle to watch. And it looks like Blades is actually not wasting any time. He's going to try to get by Detail. Blades has got some speed on this track, but then Detail comes back to the inside. He hits it with the crossover, so both of these drivers pretty fast on Road Atlantis. Detail going to come back on that inside. Is he going to make a crossover move? Possibly. He's going to go for it. Not able to make it happen, though, in the hairpin. Blades going to take that position. Blades looking fast in his comeback. It's really nice to see Blades back. Hasn't been able to make any of the races so far this season, whereas last season he made almost every race. He made a majority of them, so we got really used to seeing Blades. He had second most moto wins, I believe, off the top of my head, and he also had an overall or two to his name as well, so very solid season out of Blades. I believe he won a moto in the Champ Series as well. Here we go, 3 wide. Oh, okay, they settled it out a little bit. That could have been interesting right there. I honestly think they would have wrecked if they would have kept going 3 wide like that. Blades all over Vulcan's bumper. Oh, Detail trying to get in there as well, and Blades still trying to make a move on the inside. It looks like he's going to be in the sand again on Vulcan, and that's not really going to help Blades that much. It's going to lose a little bit of time for him, actually, and now Detail is going to make a little bit of gains. But is Detail going to be able to do anything with it? That is the question. Whoa! It looks like Detail is making the move. He gets by Blades and trying to get by Vulcan. Way low on the rumble. He almost wipes out, but he saves it. Impressive save out of Detail. Now you have Blades trying to get by Vulcan, and Detail also trying to get right back into that spot with 2 laps to go. This is insanity. This is a ridiculous battle for the semi-transfer spot. Blades and Detail both want in, but if Vulcan stays in that position, then only one of them is getting in. So either only one of them is going to get in, or they're going to have to both pass him. And right now they're fighting over who wants to have third, so that battle's raging on. And it honestly looks like they're still catching Vulcan, despite the fact that they're battling with each other, which is insane. Going to the chicane. Detail not able to make an insane run that time like he did the previous time. It was honestly very impressive the way he ran out of the chicane last lap. Speaking of last lap, here we come to the last lap as Slaunch hits the stripe with his huge lead, as these drivers have been battling it out so hard for those semi-transfer spots. This is the final chance for them to make moves, and there it is. There it is. Blades has a run. Oh, he's going to back out, though. He doesn't want to make a move in the chicane, and Vulcan spins out. Vulcan spins out, and that is it. As long as they stay clean, Blades and Detail should both stay in the semi. Wow. Last lap cheese for Vulcan at Road Atlantis. How unfortunate. Held on to that spot all race, was in a pretty good position to hold on to it, and he goes down in the chicane at the worst possible time. And coming to the finish, it looks like we're going to have Slaunch take the win. Here he is, pulling a little Vin Diesel. And then Blades will hold on to second. Detail is going to hold on to third. Vulcan with the unfortunate finish in fourth. Cat in fifth. Cat actually recovered pretty decently with all that battling that was going on. If there was another lap or two, he might have caught up. Sector and Flame in the back there as well. So we're gonna move on to our semi-race. And we have Slaunch and Hunter on the front row, and then in the middle row we're going to have Blades and Rebel. In the back row we're going to have Detail and Luke. This is a really fast, really fast GP semi right here. Should be an exciting one to watch. Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? Are you feeling it, Mr. Krabs? Well, we've been cheesed. Hold on a second, guys. Gotta get that crab. Okay, crab's out of the way. It appears that we're good. So, okay, he's off the track. All right, we're good. waiting for the lights to go off now for us to go green, and there we go, green flag. Very tight into the first S's, as expected. It's generally pretty tight going into those corners. Whoa! Through the chicane, some moves being made in the back. I think that could have been Luke on Detail, I believe. Looks like the field has gotten a little... They've singled out a little bit. at this point. But we'll definitely see some battles coming up here soon. Who has the lead? It looks like Hunter has the lead at the moment. Slaunch in second. I believe we have Blades and Rebel mid-pack there. Detail and Luke in the back. Oh no, Rebel goes down. And Blades, Luke, Detail all trying to recover from that. Really slow recovery. That is very unfortunate for Rebel and for all the drivers involved in that. It's going to be tough for them to catch up to this lead pack now. And the lead pack currently is Hunter and then Slaunch. And it is going to be hard for them to catch up because the semis are shorter races, in case you forgot. The heat races go 4 minutes plus 1 lap. The semis go 2 minutes plus 2 laps. So the 2 laps helps out the semi a little bit, but still overall going to be shorter than the heat. As we come to the finish, it looks like Hunter's still your leader, and the backpack drivers are actually catching up pretty quickly. I think that might be Blades in third, Luke in fourth, possibly Detail in fifth, and Rebel in sixth, I'm guessing. Not really sure at this point, but I believe that's what it would that's what would make sense. I think Rebel went to last after that incident, unfortunately. It's going to be a tough recovery for him, although I think Blades might have something to say for this lead battle if Slaunch doesn't make a move very soon, because Blades is blazing fast and he is trying to get up there and compete for this semi-victory. He's back. This is the night that he's back. And fun fact, I actually just thought about this right now. Blades has not, he has not raced Road Atlantis in the past. He practiced it a crap ton, but he did not race it last season. It's one of the few races that he actually missed, so it is kind of nice that he was able to return for this track in particular. As we hit the 2 to go marker at the stripe, that means there's only 2 laps for moves to be made, and that top pack is very tight-knit. I think Hunter is off the pace a little bit because Blades has been able to catch up, and he was quite a bit pretty far behind, and Slaunch not able to make any moves though on Hunter. Hunter doing a good job at protecting the line. It looks like Slaunch trying to make a move there, but nope, not able to. Hunter doing a great job at protecting that lead. Slaunch and Blades going ham on the 2 wheels. You always see a lot of 2-wheel action exiting those corners. And here we go. This is going to be the white flag final lap right here. Blades is trying to work on Slaunch while Slaunch is trying to pass Hunter. And then we have Luke catching up very rapidly in fourth. This could be an exciting finish here for the semi. And this is going to be very important because it's for starting position for the feature. And starting position on this track, as we've seen in the past, is actually very, very, very important. Because even though it is a fast track, it is hard to pass, and starting in the back is definitely something you don't want to do. Here we go. This is going to be the big corner of the chicane. Slaunch not able to make a move, but Blades is able to make a move, and there he goes, trying to get by Slaunch, and he does. He completes the pass. Now, can Blades get by Hunter? Slaunch goes for the move on Blades, and Luke goes for the move hard on Slaunch and is able to take third. Blades holds on to second. Hunter takes the win. Slaunch takes fourth. Detail takes fifth. And Rebel is going to come up in sixth. So here you go. Here's your semi-finish order. Hunter getting his first semi-victory, so he's really hyped up over that. Hope you guys enjoyed those races, and see you for the motos at Road Atlantis.